Guys, I gotta be honest, this video is really like hard to organize because I have so many thoughts. So I just want to put an apology ahead of time. I know sometimes in these videos that my brain jumps from like there to there to there. I'm trying my best to not do that in this video. I want to keep this as organized as possible. This is not a rant video. I don't want you guys to think this is a rant video. This is just a communication video. You guys in the community, um, you guys, who watch these videos and all that. And a huge shout out to you guys to click on all the videos. Like, we've been doing so much different stuff recently. FIFA Mobile. I can't even think of all this different stuff, the retro stuff. Thank you guys so much on this channel, specifically the gaming channel. Thank you guys all for supporting everything, man. And everybody else that's watching on other channels. Thank you guys, man. I just wanted to make this video to kind of like just put some thoughts out there, and you guys can get in the comments and let me know how you feel. I'm going to probably say some things that you guys maybe don't agree with. I'm just going to tell you them as a creator of how I'm feeling, right? Just to give you guys the update. So, look, like we're 2-3 weeks away from team of the season. This is going to be about FC25 this video. So to those that play, great, you guys will understand. I know there's a lot of you guys that don't play anymore. Look at this. FIFA 18 on Twitch, 6.2 million followers. FIFA 19, 5.8. FIFA 20, 5.3. FIFA 21, 3.6. FIFA 22, 3.9. FIFA 23, 3.4, which for me, this was the last really popular FIFA. FC 24, 2.2. FC 25, 318,000 followers. So, look, the fact of the matter is, FC is really falling off quickly. Now, every game has its run. I will still sit here, upload gameplay content, upload content on this game every day, but I hate to see what EA is doing right now. And so for me, we're going to talk about a couple things. I'm going to outline a couple points in this game that I think are going wrong, and I would like to see EA work on in the future. One of the main summaries to what we're going to talk about here is Boris Legend's tweet yesterday. All right, this is a huge problem, and this has been a problem more than ever recently. In the old Team of the Years, we had 85, 87, 82 gold cards, then these crazy 95 Team of the Year cards, but they were so hard to pack. Every account would only get one or two no matter how much they spent. I mean, I remember watching a Castro stream where he spent $10,000 and didn't even get a Team of the Year. I mean, that's how hard they were to get. And look, we always complained that Team of the Years were too hard to get. Maybe we have been the problem in the community the whole time. Maybe we have been asking for too much content. Because now that EA are dropping daily Evos, we go in the SBC section, there's 50 players. This game, all of a sudden, is not as exciting. You could factor it into the leaks, you could factor it into whatever. It's not as exciting anymore, all this content, because I think there's just too much. And not only do I think there's too much, we could look at the 8220 with Team of the Year. We could look at the guaranteed store packs they're putting in with guaranteed Team of the Years. We could look at the fact that these ratings are way too quick, way too fast. Whatever you want to look at, the fact of the matter is I think there's a lot less excitement in this game and a lot less motivation to go and grind it. We could say whatever we want, guys. I've been making rant videos about FIFA and gameplay for years. I looked back at my old videos and look, I would take a FIFA 20, a FIFA 23 back in a heartbeat over this game because I hate how this game is played. I hate how tactical it is. I hate how pay to win it is. I hate how meta forced it is. I hate how the tackle spam. There's a lot in this game that just, yes, you can play football, but then you run into some opponents. And look, there's always been the meta opponents, but man, it seems so hard to counter without playing full meta. So we can say whatever we want about the gameplay. I'm not here to rant about the gameplay. I'm saying where I think the game has gone wrong, and I think the progression is too quick. Someone that downloads this game tomorrow, like if you watch this video right now, you download FC25 tomorrow. If you play 2 hours on an account, 3 hours, 4 hours, you can get an insane team. And like, that's crazy. It's crazy how quickly you can get such a good team. And I think that's where EA's gone wrong. I don't think the motivation is as good to play this game. And okay, how do you look at a counter, right, where it could be worth it? Well, you do it with rewards. Well, there's the problem. EA's made the power curve go way too fast, and we look at rewards. We've got this promo right now, which we're going to talk about how EA have gotten a promo with icons and heroes so miserably wrong, because it's just, I don't even know. It's one of those where, like, I'm not even going to stream FC this week because the game is done. There's nothing to do on this game. I mean, the problem is that we're getting to the situation with this game where all the casuals are going away, so that when you do play the game, you're just playing weirdos. I mean, the people still playing this game in the sweat elos and stuff. It's just weird. It's weird to play. The feeling is not the same as having fun in a FIFA game, and it makes sense because it's not catering the game right now to casuals, right? Casuals look at the weekend league at the moment and they see that, okay, these are the rewards you can get. And so if you look at a team right now where, look, my team is good. There's teams that are having like 96. I mean, I saw a YouTube upload today of a full 195 team, and we're like just in April. We're just in April. It's one of those where the power curve has gone so fast that EA can't even do anything about it. They've messed it up so badly this year, even starting early on, they can't even do anything. I mean, if we go look at rewards, right? I get a lot of rank 2s. I've been seeing a lot of rank 1 rewards, right? These are not giving, right? We look at this promo team as a whole and where promos have started to go wrong. EA have completely messed up the promos recently because they hire the pack weight on the lower rated cards so heavily that you can't even get any of the good cards, right? So if we look at this Immortals promo, I'm going to pull this up right now. You've got some insane cards in this promo. You got Henri, you got R9. Look, 0 coins, right? Extinct. 7.3 mil. The good version of Bale I haven't seen one time this week. 3.5 mil. I'm going to say, who else even in this team, right, with the power curve, makes anyone's team? Maybe Blanc. Okay, maybe Blanc, maybe Beckenbauer, but probably not. People probably will use Team of the Year Saliba, Team of the Year VVD. I mean, if you go into Elite Division, you see the teams that people have, I would question, do either of these two make the team? So who makes the team in a full icon promo? Henri, R9, Bale, right? I've not seen those cards get packed at all. I've not seen them at all. Okay, and that lies the problem. You have cards like Zola, who looks decent. He doesn't make a lot of people's team. Gerard, an insane card, a card 5-star weeklet in other FIFAs would be 500K. No, right? Evos released every day, so people build insane Evos, and too many good cards being handed out too easily. These players like Zanetti, Zambrotta, they're not making people's teams, even this Bale. So who are the cards you actually get in this promo? The cards that I just showed you. All of these little bro cards that don't even make somebody's team that starts out the game and is on day 2. And so that's where the promos are going wrong too, because no one has the motivation to grind these promos out, to grind out the rewards that now we've been asking for years to give guaranteed promos. EA finally do it, but they do find a way to mess it up because the weight is so bad on these that, yes, even though EA have messed up the power curve, like with the weight of how these are right now, if EA didn't mess up the power curve, that would actually be fine. If you've watched these rewards, I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen all the viral clips this week of people getting the same exact cards. That's because the rewards are just scripted and so bad with the low tier cards. That would be okay if you had a situation where we went back, and if you guys look at my team, even in FIFA 20, who I was using in my team at this same exact date, I still had 90 rated full birthday Lacazette. I had an 84 Sissoko in my team. 84. I pulled out so many old FIFAs, the exact date, April 8th, to show you guys who I was using. I had a couple Team of the Years in the team because I spent 13 mil on upgrades to get those cards. I was lucky to have like 2-3 Team of the Years that year. Very lucky. And you look at my bench, it's 87, 88s, right? All these cards. Look at who I'm using. I mean, yeah, you got a couple good cards in there, a Di Maria. So, look, if you looked at this promo team, yeah, the weight of the rewards, you look at that team right there. If I got lucky enough to get a Gerard, which I've seen like 1 out of 3 accounts get, a Zanetti, I wouldn't even care about the Henri R9 Beckenbauer. It would be so much more exciting to play the game because I know that, look, Gerard, Zanetti, Blanc, Zambrotta, even the lower Bale, even maybe trying out this Blanc, all these cards that in an older FIFA with a slower power curve would work, they're so irrelevant, it's not even funny. Like, they're not even, people don't even want to get them as fodder right now because they're not even high enough to finish a 91 Hullet squad because they're 89s. So that's how bad the guaranteed promo rewards are, and it's a shame. It's a shame. We look at something crazy. Like if we went back 5 years ago and EA gave us these rewards, 88-10, 86-10, the problem is the power curve is so far ahead that people who are getting these higher ranks, they have such crazy teams that none of these players actually bring in anybody into the team. Now, the rewards this year, the way EA have done it, they've given you a lot of coins, right? You are going to make a lot of coins from rewards, but that's really it. And I feel like the problem with that is that the rewards have just lost the excitement. We even go back into the beginning of the year when EA was giving guaranteed heroes for other ranks, right? And, you had that icon early on for rank 1. The problem is now there's not excitement on the rewards. It's like a transaction. You're playing the games. It's like a robot. You get paid to play the games with coins, okay? It's great that you can make coins. We've complained about that for a while. But maybe we as the community are our own problem. I mean, maybe we've asked for too much content over the years. That's kind of how I'm seeing this because I'm looking at the data on FC 25, and I know a lot of people want to defend EA, and a lot of people want to be like, okay, FIFA still gets this. And look, I don't think FIFA or FC, whatever you want to call it, guys, the fact of the matter is it's never going to die. All right, it's never going to die. EA have a system where everyone now has a routine in their life to check out content every single day, to upgrade their team, to use FOMO. But I've seen so many people that aren't caring about the FOMO anymore, right? So they don't make significant improvements in gameplay enough for people to care enough about the FOMO. And look, I look at this where I have viewers that stop playing this game for like a week or two, and because they don't play for 2 weeks, they fall so far behind because the power curve ups by 2 overalls every few weeks. Except this promo, which is now the reason I'm coming here to say this, that, look, EA's power curve this year, I pointed out this tweet, it's unsavable. The way they have done this year, I mean, even from the beginning, if you go all the way back to the beginning, we now in FIFA, we have like 1 week with gold cards. I mean, I'm sitting there watching old FIFAs last night, FIFA 15, 16, 17, even my old content in March. Dude, I have 87 rated, 86 rated gold cards in my team. That doesn't even think to exist anymore. I mean, if you went and used a full gold team right now, because of the pay to win with play styles and all that, you're going to get smoked. I don't care how good you are. It's just what it is. That's where the game has moved into. But I see, look, if EA, I think, wants to really rethink this in FC 26, I think they need to really slow it down. Because even me as a creator, someone that logs in every day and tries all these cards, I think it's just too much. I mean, I don't know if they're catering this game to, like, younger audience now, but even then, I mean, we're looking at the Twitch numbers, and I'm looking at game category numbers, I'm looking at views. I mean, the only people on this game nowadays that get views are the people that have communities and people that have been watched for years. Growing on this game organically at the moment is close to, like, odds-wise of winning the lottery, and that's because EA's not getting enough people in the game, because the way they're running the game, it's not as exciting anymore. So I lost my train of thought a little bit, but even going back to what I had said earlier, you know, this is FC 24, and this is the same time last year as I'm recording this video. It's on April 8th. You can go look. These are all my second channel. Like, all these players have 1 or 2 play styles. You look at my team now, they're all higher rated. You know, this isn't even, again, people have 195s right now. I have a 193. All my players have 2 or 3 play styles. So you see the direction that we're going in, and I think EA needs to slow it down, bro. I think if they keep up at this rate, they're just going to keep losing people, because I think it's less exciting. We talked about the promos, the little bro promos. The more they go on with this and continue with the weight they're doing, because they basically have an intersection here. They either keep the power curve this fast, but they have to make promos pack way better so people can get those cards. Otherwise, people aren't going to be excited. Or what I think they should do is less content. You can do daily content, but don't do 8 things every day, right? Because now people are too reliant on it. And yeah, in the community, we asked for that, but now we're seeing it. It's too much. And just do more gold, slower progression, so that when the Evo comes out that's a +1, it's so much more exciting, because it's harder to upgrade your team, which is more inviting for new users, because people that will join the game will feel less behind. Even though it's easy to get a good team right now, it's not easy to get an insane team. Right? It's not easy, which I think in the old FIFAs, it was always hard to get an insane team. You know, when I played Weekend League, I hardly played insane teams, maybe once or twice. Now it's like 11 out of 15. And so for a new user that's joining, they're just going to get obliterated and not want to play. You know, let's even go back to like FIFA 21, when I was trying out FUT birthday cards at the same time. I mean, I'm still using an 89 Mars. I'm still using a, 89 Nakata, an 88 Elshar. You know, trying out Podolski Vidal. You look at my bench, we got even 88s. I mean, you don't even see that anymore on my team. We go back even further. You know, I showed you guys the FIFA 20 earlier in this video. A lot of these little bros would be worth a tryout in this FIFA if that promo was dropped, and the promo would be a lot more exciting. You know, getting a Gerrard at 93, which now it's just not exciting because it doesn't make a lot of people's team, would be crazy exciting in FIFA 20. FIFA 19, same thing. Look, the power curve, it's not all that different, but having 88 to 89, 90s, yeah, it makes the gold cards at that time still a lot better. And look, this is nothing like retro FIFA, or if you go all the way back at this time, still even before Team of the Season, it was still all gold teams. You know, guys, something that people really seem to forget with this promo overload, and I think this is one of the most underrated things that we can say in this video. Guys, the new Team of the Week, I don't even know how to see the Team of the Week anymore. It doesn't even, is it not, can't even see it here? Wait, does it not show? No, I guess it only shows, I don't know where the new Team of the Week is, but look, if you go to, like, news right now on this game, right, and is it under, it's loading the news, hold on, but, you look at, do they even have Team of the Weeks in the menus anymore? They don't even put Team of the Week in the menu anymore, do they? No, they don't. I mean, that just shows you where Team of the Week is at. Guys, Team of the Week used to be, there it is. This used to be the weekly promo every Wednesday. I mean, the hype and excitement for people logging in every Wednesday to see the new promo, this used to be the weekly promo. That's what people are forgetting. The system they had, guys, Team of the Weeks now, to this point, are absolutely irrelevant. I mean, people don't even care about these cards. The only reason people care about any of these cards is to evo them going forward. So, look, guys, it is what it is. Say what you want. What really motivated me to make this video, what really, motivated me, I mean, is the fact that I felt like promos used to come out. Look, EA's power curve, it's probably uncontrollable, right? The way they're going with it, I think EA's probably looking at their game at this moment. We're losing users. How do we maximize money per user? I understand. You still have a lot of people playing this game, and you don't want to wait too late and do too much of this till everybody just dips. Because look, every good game, it has its run. Call of Duty, yeah, Warzone has really helped that game. But outside of their pro scene, Call of Duty has really fallen off a cliff, and it's because of the way they've gone, the live content, the transactions. It's lost a lot of the nostalgia and the old school feeling of the grind. To me, at least, that's just to me the way I see it. I think it's very similar with FIFA. Look at old promos. I mean, this promo right now, if this dropped, and this dropped at a similar time, in FIFA 20, everybody be like, what the hell is this promo? None of these cards are usable except like one or two, right? Guys, some of these old school promos in FC, you still had 85, 86 cards in like March. These promos were insane. Like all of these players, if you had a guaranteed promo pick right now with this promo at this time in that FC and that FIFA, I'd say more than half the players would make people's teams. And I start to look at this and I'm like, dude, where did EA go wrong? Even go to Trophy Titans, like this is a very similar promo to what we have right now just a couple years ago. And most of these players were worth trying out at the time. I remember trying out most of these players. The heroes on the bench, say what you want. You still had a Yaya Toure, you had a Lucio. The little bros, it was really just Torres and Del Piero that were filling up the packs. But a lot more of these players were usable. You go to Golazo last year. You have players that people were packing like Xabi Alonso, Bobby Charlton, Cafu, Alawayron. A lot more of these players, in my eyes, were making people's teams. And, then we skip to this year's promo. And I just think because of the power curve, there's only like 3 or 4 players that make people's teams. And because the way EA choose to manipulate the packs, which they do, when you go to the store, and let me see if I can even find a pack in the store that, is there probably a guaranteed, look at this. So Essential Immortals pack, you can spend $5 or 100K to get yourself one guaranteed. No, that's a player pick loan. Is there any guaranteed Deluxe Immortals pack? Here you go. Includes one guaranteed Foot Immortals hero or icon. So yeah, I mean, already excitement-wise, you can go to the store and get yourself a guaranteed right away. There's less excitement, in my opinion, on that. But besides that, right? Besides that, you look at this pack, right? And if you look, that's going to be an 100% pack. But who are you probably going to get? It's rigged, so you're going to get one of the 88s. But if you look at like a general, crazy pack here, what is this? A 487 pack. And you go here and you scroll down. Look, it says Foot Immortals 35 icon, hero 12%. That is because it's going to be the low tier 1. You don't even have a chance of getting the crazy high tier 1. So the way that EA are doing the promos, man, to me, is not the right way for the way they're doing the power curve. And that's ultimately what's ruining this game. Look, I've complained about other stuff in this video. I've complained about there's too much content, which I do believe. When EA's dropping Evos every single day and 4 SBCs every day, it's too much. It's not exciting anymore. They're making the power curve go way too fast, okay? And the problem is EA's not matching it with promos and with rewards, because the promos, they don't have good enough odds on the top tier cards, which would be the only cards that would replace the players that you have. And then if you go into the reward side of things, let's even say in the Elite Division, what do you get? All the rewards are at the moment is just coins. It's just guaranteed coins. It doesn't have the same old excitement. And how can EA, how can I even just put ideas out there for EA? Okay, so look, this Elite Season 4 and 5 review pack, we've seen a couple crazy cards out of it. It's kind of an interesting one. How do EA bring this back? Okay, for the Elite Division, what was so exciting about the old school rewards? 11 Team of the Week player pack. I mean, that would essentially, guys, just to give you guys understanding of the excitement, that would be like right now if you got the top tier reward and you got 11 Immortal Hero or Icons in one player pack, in a player pack. That's the same level, because the Team of the Weeks used to be the promos. They used to be insane. Okay? They used to be crazy. So how do you do that? Okay, maybe in Rivals, they make this like an 11 or a 7 campaign player pack. It's going to be something that people are going to be saying, okay, new reward, it's worth grinding for. Maybe this can upgrade my insane power curve team. Maybe, right? That's what I think EA ultimately right now are missing, though. They're missing the mark on, look, we've made this power curve go way too fast. How can we make rewards just keep making that power curve upgrade? Because I think we're getting to these times where, look, we've resorted to this Boris tweet 10 times in this video. That's the problem with this game. EA are not making this period as exciting, and this period is going too fast in the beginning. It's not slow enough. It needs to be slower Yes, Team of the Year can always be crazy, but if they make the beginning slower, this is more exciting because everyone that didn't get a ton of Team of the Years, right, can still progress their team upwards. The problem is, I even see like this is just a line to team of the season, and then it's like a spike upwards, and that's really what it is. Because this game, I said, it's moving too fast. You open these and you've seen all the viral clips about them being the same players. You go to rewards for the best rewards, rank 1, rank 2. All of this is just guaranteed coins, but it's not excitement. It's not excitement, and the gameplay is not good enough. All right, this is not a gameplay alone game. This is not a game that people just have fun all the time playing this game. You can have fun sometimes. I have some good days on this game, but consistently enough, this game has turned into a robotic reward simulator. And the problem is that the rewards, working for those rewards, doing your homework, it's not worth it enough for how fast the game is moving. So EA, I think going forward, really needs to relook at the way they're doing this game, whether they slow down the curve in the beginning of the game and just keep it golds for a lot longer. Look, I personally like that concept because I think with evolutions, the problem is here, right? With evolutions, you go here now, we're getting to the point now where EA have to feel like to maximize revenue on user, they're taxing a price for many Evos, which this was presented as something that was going to be better for the RTGs and stuff. The Evos that are free, there's only 3. There's 6 Evos that are paid, and the free ones are not as good. But the problem here is that EA have to make the Evos so good that when they don't, like you look at a lot of these, they only make it a 90. Yes, it's cool to make a player from your hometown to a 90, but a lot of people still complain about the Evos because they don't make people's crazy power curve team. So I look at it as if EA slows the power curve down, I think they can revitalize and revive a lot of players back on this game because it's more inviting. It's less separating. And look, that makes the grind of Evos more worth it. An Evo that's a +1 or +2 in the beginning and, whenever is a lot more exciting. Maybe the Team of the Year Evo shouldn't have been a 94 and maybe a 91 or something. So, look, guys, I'm just throwing out there some thoughts. My main complaints, though, with where the game is at and why we're seeing a decrease in people playing the game and why we're seeing such frustration and why we play this game and when we play, we just play absolute weirdos because it makes sense, man. They're losing a lot of people. A lot of the people that did play this game, I think the gameplay is going too much towards realism. They've lost the arcade thought. It's turning into some jam animation simulator. I think the promo pack weight is not good enough. It's too rigged on the low tier cards. I think there is too much content. And I think it's got people way too dependent on it. The great execution of bringing in a promo player pick guaranteed, but the fact is that it's not exciting because you can't get any of the good cards, so you don't even want to play the Weekend League. Great idea, terrible execution. Fine idea if the power curve is slow and the little bros are the best ones out of there, but they still make your team, but that's not the reality. The power curve is too fast. And so, yeah, I just look, this is the childhood game, guys, that, we've created content on this game for 9 years. I'm going to create content. I'm going to be grinding Team of the Season a lot. But I don't like that the game is now turning into this style where, look, first of all, a lot of streamers are not doing this game anymore because it's just not sustainable for them. I'm still here, and I look at it like it's a shame that in terms of grinding and wanting to play the game, the motivation is only there during Team of the Year and Team of the Season. And it's only fun at the end of the year when you can kind of like do the whole 85-10 thing. The in-betweens in the FC now and the FIFA, it's not the same. It's not the same. So let me know your thoughts, guys. I wanted to kind of put some thoughts out there. Look, you guys know with these videos, I always have so much to say, so it's hard to kind of condense it all into one. But I just wanted to check in, guys, because to be honest, we're getting to this point now where I'm actually like a little worried going forward with where this game is going. And look, like we see so many things where, look, just as a final thought, like this Foot Fantasy League with Maicon and Odegaard, right? It's one of those things where it was a new and exciting game mode, right? So much hype got brought back into the game that week. Whether or not Maicon is actually that crazy, look, at the time, he was, insane. And look, this is how crazy the power curve moves. I don't even use him anymore. A lot of people don't even use them anymore. That Odegaard, all those cards that looked crazy, a lot of people don't even use them anymore, but they were cool new rewards to grind for, and look how much hype was brought into the game, even with this high power curve, when it was a reward that everybody thought was mentally worth grinding for, a different game mode. So I think EA have a lot to look at in the next couple of years. The power curve, the way they're treating promos, the way they're treating live content, the game modes. I feel like EA have been so lazy for so long with the game modes that's a big deal. They're not innovating. The FIFA 16 year where they added draft, the FIFA 17 year. You look at some of the most iconic FIFAs where they added foot champs. We have not had that innovation with this game in a really long time. We still have not had any mode where there's a 2v2 foot champs mode. They tried Rush. It's not worked out in terms of what they thought it would. The innovation for me, guys, has been really lackluster from EA, from them trying to find new game modes to excite the game. And that's been missing as well. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Sorry to ramble too long. I just want to get some thoughts out there, guys, because I'm at this weird spot with FC, man, where I'm even feeling like a robot when I play this game. The excitement is so much less than it used to be, and it's not just growing up. It's not just nostalgia. It's not. I'm telling you guys right now, it's not that, and it's a lack of innovation, bro. It's not as exciting as it once was. And I think, look, I make this video because I think EA can genuinely invest effort into making it more exciting. Hopefully, I've delivered this video in a way that you guys don't get annoyed. I know a lot of people are like, oh, he's going to whine. I don't know. I try my best to just give my thoughts, guys, and that's just how I feel. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.